Translation, an occupation that in the not-so-distant future will be replaced by golden fussy robots with an English accent and worry-prone personalities. Or will it? In a nutshell, translation is the process of conveying meaning from one language into another. Let me give you an example. Remember Misande, the curly-haired beauty from Naath? Well, she's both a translator and an interpreter. These two professions are often confused, interpreting undated writing as it is the use of oral or sign language communication between users of different languages. Translating began only after the appearance of written language. Therefore, translators are different from interpreters and definitely not dictionaries. There are also curious perfectionists, bookworms, patient and, most of the time, loners. It is widely accepted that translation predates the Bible, though its origins have long been debated by historians and scholars. One thing is for certain though. As people started exploring the globe and expanding their societies, the demand for translation services continued to grow, especially now with businesses acknowledging the inability to expand internationally without translating marketing material and business documents. The word translation comes from a Latin term which means to bring or carry across. Another relevant term comes from the ancient Greek word of metaphrasis, which means to speak across. And from this the term metaphrasy was born, which means a word-for-word translation. It is known that translation was carried out as early as the Mesopotamian era. There exist partial translations of the Sumerian epic of Gilgamesh into Southwest Asian languages. Other Asian translated works include those carried out by the Buddhist monks who translated Indian documents into Chinese. In later periods, ancient Greek texts were also translated by Roman poets and were adapted to create developed literary works of entertainment. The need for translation became greater with the development of religious texts and spiritual theories. As religion developed, the desire to spread the word and encourage faith meant that the religious texts needed to be available in multiple languages. A while Saint Jerome appears. He was the first to translate the Bible from Greek and Hebrew into Latin, though he made a mistake. He translated the Hebrew word keren as grew horn instead of radiated light, which led to photos of Moses with horns on his head instead of radiating light. He's now the patron saint of translators, bless his heart. And in modern times, the Rosetta Stone, which was discovered in 1799, proved to be the key to deciphering Egyptian hieroglyphs. Because of the laboriousness of translation, since the 1940s, engineers have sought to automate translation or to mechanically aid the human translators. The rise of the internet has fostered a worldwide market for translation services and has facilitated language localization. Translators have often been hidden characters, unnamed people who lurk behind the words and have paved the way for some of the greatest contributions to the dissemination of knowledge throughout the ages. In some cases, working as a translator was incredibly dangerous and some even lost their lives because of their work. Just think of the modern-day translators and interpreters who work in war zones. So now you know. You want to sign a contract in a foreign company? Hire a translator. You want to build a massive tower in Babel? Get yourself an interpreter. Just remember to bring them coffee and always, always hire a pro.